Ready when everyone else is?
Yep.
Go ahead.
All right. Thank you all for being here today. Our team here at Deloitte has been working diligently on the problems that you presented to us, and we're excited about the solutions that we have for your three major issues of growth, IT, and human capital. I hope you enjoyed these solutions, and I expect to hear some questions afterward, but to start us off with the overall growth strategy, let's turn it over to Andres.
All right, thank you, Will. Before talking about the growth strategies, I think it is important to talk about the company outlook and see how the company more or less works. So the company has many different aspects like strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. With strengths, we have 80% market share in Mexico, so we have a great amount of clients in the country. In the United States, however, we have loyal customers, but these customers feel that their services at Telecom are not fully satisfied. On the other hand, we have a high turnover rate in the US and an underperforming IT department due to failure in outsourcing. And with this, we thought that it brings a lot of room for opportunities, like the unexplored segmented areas of the country, like the Latino population or other different minorities in the US. It also brings a lot of room for innovation, because currently Telecom has an online community that's been developed but hasn't been fully explored. So we thought that would be a great area for opportunity. But there's also the big threats. We have big companies like AT&T and Verizon, which take a lot of the market and the customers from Telecom. So it makes it for Telecom a little bit harder to compete in the country. I think it is also important to talk about the market outlook for the United States. So we could see how the steps we recommend Telecom to take would affect Telecom and the projections in the future. So in the US, there is 53 million Latinos as of 2012. There is a 2.4 expected Mexican growth rate a year. That means an 11% growth rate of Mexican population in 5 years, or an 18% growth of the whole Latino population. This is very important because we thought this would bring an opportunity for the company to target the Latino population. Right, so we thought it would be a good idea to introduce the Plan Familia. What is Plan Familia? Plan Familia is basically a plan with affordable long-distance calls and text messages, service in both English and Spanish, because many of the Latinos in the U.S. do not speak both languages. So we're trying to target unsatisfied needs of the Latinos in the U.S., and we think that is very important. Also, we think Plan Familia will be very successful if it is advertised very strongly. So, the United States has many TV channels like Univision or Televisa, where it's targeted toward Latino audiences. So we thought that would be a great way to advertise, as well as Latino radio stations. So that would be a really good way to advertise the Plan Familia. And also the online customer community. That would bring a sense of unity to the Latinos, and they would help each other, and that would eventually bring more clients to the company. Now, for the projection, there are projected to be 7 million Latinos in 2020. Our goal for the company is to capture 80% of that population. Capture about 5.6 million of the whole Mexican population. That would double the market share in 5 years. So as you can see here, there is an exponential growth of the Latino population. Just to give you a basic sort of look of what the market would look like in 5 years. We also think it is very important for Telecom to only focus on states where there's a dense Latino population, to reduce a lot of costs and be more efficient and be able to provide services to its full extent. So the 7 states we think are very important are California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Florida, and New York. Now, with this being said, my colleague Yuan will talk about the market outlook for Argentina and Mexico.
Okay, thank you, Andrew. So the markets in Latin America share a very similar high growth prospect, but they are very different competitive landscape, and Telecom has a different market presence in those countries. Government play an essential role in those countries as well. So for Mexico, as Andrew mentioned, Telecom has 80% of market share in the mobile and fixed line market. So for this market, this is a very high growth market. So we recommend you to take the strategy to offer a bundle within 6 months. So the bundle offers a lower price for customers who subscribe both mobile and fixed